What's up guys, Alvaro with the Bilingual Stock Market channel. On this channel we talk about the markets and we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update, so I want to break down some technicals, going over the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to break down from a technical standpoint 3 stocks that in tomorrow's trading session are going to be on the very top of my personal watch list. So without further ado, let's get started. And today we had some sort of quiet day in the markets. And other than the Russell 2000, which went down 1.62%, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ 100 had a quiet day. I mean, the NASDAQ 100 went up 0.66%. It was not a spectacular day, but it happened to pull off a decent day. But the Dow Jones Industrial Average went up 0.06%, and the S&P 500 went up 0.19%. So what happened today when it comes to the 11 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500? So the sectors that pulled up during the last 2 trading sessions, financials and energy, took a rest today, and this sector, and we are talking about a very important sector inside the S&P 500, the tech sector, that lagged in the last 2 trading sessions, in today's trading session did the heavy lifting. So my question once again is for you guys: what is gonna happen if at some point tomorrow or on Monday or in the course of next week, both sectors, financials and tech, because energy is not really an important sector in terms of weight inside the S&P 500, but there could be a day anytime soon in which tech and financials pull up at the same time. If that happens, we have a recipe for a melt-up operation. So watch out for the sectors that trade inside the S&P 500. And today at 8:30 a.m., we had jobless claims coming out way worse than expected, guys. Up 51,000 relative to last week at 419,000 new claims. And keep in mind, guys, that next week we are going to have another Federal Open Market Committee. And is the Federal Reserve going to announce some sort of tapering next week when we had today a way worse than expected jobless claims? I don't think so, guys. I don't really think so. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500 that closed today's trading session at 4,367 points. We can see the RSI of this index at 58 points because for the most part, the S&P 500 only went up today 0.20%. So I am going to zoom in here on the 4-hour and take a look, guys, at the upper head resistance in which the bulls failed in today's trading session, 43.70. That's exactly, and let me pull up here real quick, guys, the 1 day, 1 minute, and 43.69. And if you guys remember, in yesterday's video, I said watch out for 43.70 as overhead resistance for the bulls in the S&P 500. So I happened to be in the ballpark. So in tomorrow's trading session, obviously, and taking into account that the bulls failed today at that level and that the S&P 500 closed at 4,367 points. So the most important area, or the most immediate area of upper head resistance for the bulls, is going to be 43.70. If that area of upper head resistance happens to be taken on, then the next important resistance, guys, in this index is going to be pretty much all-time high at 43.93. If we happen to see some sort of pullback in the S&P 500, I am going to be keeping a close watch on, once again, to 43.30. That's an important area of lower support that I have been calling out in my most recent videos. Keep in mind that 43.30 is an area of support that already acted as such for the bulls of the S&P on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions in recent days. So it looks like the bulls are pretty much gathering strength in order to make a push higher and pay a visit to all-time high, and that might happen anytime soon. The RSI of the S&P 500 is at 58 points, so I mean, this index looks impeccable, guys, from a technical standpoint. Let me zoom out over here. We have a clear uptrend, and the bulls are making, as of now, almost a higher high on the 4-hour chart. Very, but very bullish, the S&P 500. It is looking very, but very bullish as of now. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ 100, which ended up going up today 0.66%. This was by far the best performing index out of the bunch, and it closed today's trading session at 14,940 points. We can see the RSI of the NDX at 64 points. It is getting a bit elevated, but this is nothing for the NASDAQ 100, guys. Take a look. So the NASDAQ 100, and I have been saying this over and over here on the channel, guys, over and over again. So the NASDAQ traded with the RSI being at 70 points or above 70 points during weeks. So the fact that we are seeing as of now the RSI at 64 points, this is nothing, guys, for the bulls of this index. And in today's trading session, this push to the upside was pretty much carried out by Apple and Amazon, which had a phenomenal day in today's trading session. So we are, as of now, very, but very close to all-time high, guys. In yesterday's video, I called out as a possible area of upper head resistance 14,900 points, and the bulls managed to take on that area of resistance. So the next important area of resistance for NDX, guys, is pretty much 15,000 points, 15,002 points, which is actually all-time high for this index. And the RSI is at 64 points. So can we see a new all-time high in tomorrow's trading session? Yeah, that's in the cards, guys. No doubt about it. If the NASDAQ happens to pull back tomorrow, and if it happens to take a rest, I am going to be looking at 14,750 points, which is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the NASDAQ 100 back on July 21st, also back on July 15th, and it also did it back on July 7th. But it looks like we are going to see a new all-time high in the NDX sooner rather than later. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the first stock of this video, Kraft Heinz. I think that this is the very first time that I am going to go over Kraft Heinz, ticker symbol KHC. The stock of this company went down today 1.45%, and it closed today's trading session at $38.80. So let me zoom in here on the 4-hour, and mind you guys, if I happen to take a trade with Kraft Heinz, this is going to be for the most part a swing trade, because this is not a very volatile stock. This is not, AMC Entertainment and Bed Bath & Beyond, which are stocks that can go up in one single day 30 or 40%. So this is going to be, a swing trade that is going to require, for the most part, a bit of patience. Okay, this is a slow stock. Okay, what's my plan? If in tomorrow's trading session, Kraft Heinz happens to pay a visit once again to $38.50, I am going to be picking up 100 or 120 shares of the stock of this company. And why $38.50? I'm glad you asked. So $38.50 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the stock of Kraft in today's trading session. It also did it back on July 13th, and we are talking as well about a former area of resistance in which the bulls of the stock of this company failed back on March 4th and also back on February 25th. So if I happen to pick up some shares at $38.50, then my price target is going to be the next important area of upper head resistance for Kraft Heinz at around $41. $41 is a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of Kraft failed back in the beginning of June, and they also failed back in late March and during April as well. So if I am able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, purchasing shares at $38.50 and selling out of those shares at $41, I could be potentially making a profit of almost 5.50%. And the RSI is at 39 points, so we can make the case that Kraft Heinz is a bit oversold over here, or we can make the case that the stock of this company is approaching oversold territory, and I really like the technical setup that I am seeing over here. And take a look, guys, at how the 50 SMA has been acting as a critical resistance for the bulls of Kraft. So I'm thinking, guys, that the second the bulls are able to take on this 50 SMA on the 4-hour at around $39.50, they are going to be very likely to fill the gap up to the $41 per share. So watch out in tomorrow's trading session with KHC paying a visit to $38.50, finding a good support over there, and then bouncing back up. And now let's go ahead and take a look at a stock that I haven't talked about in quite a long time, guys. Romeo Power. And well, guys, what can I say over here? We have a very ugly looking chart when it comes to Romeo Power, which went down today 4.05%, and it closed today's trading session at $7.10. And I was taking a look, guys, at the short interest of the stock of this company that manufactures batteries for electric vehicles, and it is very elevated, guys. It is at 27%, and keep in mind that any short interest from 10% and above is already considered a high short interest, and in the case of Romeo Power, and from 20% and above is considered a very high short interest. And in the case of the stock of this company, we find its short interest at 27%. So can we see a short squeeze in the case of Romeo Power anytime soon? Who knows, guys? I mean, who knows? So I am going to zoom in here on the 4-hour, and guys, I really think, and despite the fact that we have a very ugly looking chart over here, that $6.70 is an attractive price to purchase, I don't know, 200 or 300 shares of Romeo Power as a speculative play. So I am not going to hold these shares for the long term, but I don't know, as a speculative trade, let's say, right? Okay, $6.70 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for RMO on 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So if in tomorrow's trading session, RMO happens to pay a visit to $6.70, and if I happen to confirm from a technical standpoint that the stock of this company found a good support over there, I am going to be tempted, guys, I'm not gonna lie, to purchase 200 or 300 shares of the stock of this company, in which case my price target is going to be the next important area of resistance at around $8.40. $8.40 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the stock of this company back on June 21st. It also acted as a lower support back on March 31st, and it also did it back on March 5th. So we are talking about an important area of lower support that was broken to the downside, and that now is going to act as a new resistance, obviously. And on top of that, the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart is coinciding with this previous area of lower support. And mind you, we are also talking about a former area of resistance that already acted as such for Romeo Power back on May 18th. So if I were able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 20%. And can Romeo Power go lower than $6.70? Yes, it can. It recently hit $6. But I don't think, guys, and taking into account that the stock of this company is already, I don't know, let's take a look at this. So Romeo Power is 82% of its highs. Oh my goodness. God almighty. So yeah, it can go lower, but I think that taking into account that the stock of this company has gotten so brutally decimated, I feel comfortable, guys, holding shares of Romeo Power backed at $6.80 approximately. And the last stock of this video is a stock of a company that looks ugly as well, Izea Worldwide. And in the case of Izea, the stock of this company went down today 3.11%, and it closed today's trading session at $2.18. So as we stand right now, guys, Izea broke an important area of lower support at $2.26. So I'm thinking, guys, that if tomorrow the stock of this company or the bulls of Izea happen to be able to take on $2.25, I am going to be looking at Izea, guys. I gotta be honest with you, because $2.25 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the stock of this company on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before. So, and as I just said, if that area of lower support that was broken to the downside and that now is going to act as a new resistance happens to be broken to the upside, and I start noticing that the bulls of Izea happen to consolidate slightly above $2.25, guys. Let's see that. If I see the stock of this company closing hourly at around $2.30, $2.40, I am going to be tempted in order to purchase, I don't know, 500 shares maybe of Izea, taking into account that we are talking about a penny stock. And in that case, my price target is going to be pretty much the next important area of upper head resistance at around $3.09. $3.09 is a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of Izea failed back on June 8th, and they also failed back on May 18th. So if I were able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 32%. And I think, guys, that I read good news about Izea. So let me see over here, the live news tab, and Izea worldwide scoops 1 million influencer marketing contract expansion. So they were awarded a $1 million contract. That's not a lot of money, obviously, but I mean, we can make the case that this is good news for Izea. So watch out for the stock of this company, guys. That pretty much, I didn't say it because I mean, I haven't talked about Izea in quite a while here on the channel, and this is pretty much a company that promotes social influencers, and the stock of this company, or this company, has a lot, but I mean a lot of bulls out there, and they really believe that this company is going to disrupt the advertising industry. So we will see how that plays out at a long term. So watch out for Izea tomorrow, guys, breaking out of $2.25 and starting to consolidate slightly above that level. And with Izea, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember and keep in mind, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we post stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays, 3 or 4 hours after the market closes. So if you want to get all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, and here and there, when the volatility of the market lets me do it, I am making call-outs about the stocks that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys once again on Sunday, because we also post a stock market update, not a stock market update videos. We post a stock market videos on Sundays. I'm a bit tired, guys. Sorry about that. It's been a long week for me, so peace out. See you guys on Sunday.